Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome. It's another Sunday night. How is everyone? Good to be back. Tonight, we're back talking about hair. Last week, we had a different subject on my personal page last night. Last Sunday night, rather. It was awesome. For those of you that didn't catch it, I hope you go to my personal page and watch the replay. So I'm going to wait a second and let the notification go out that I am live and let people log on. Say hello as usual when you log on tonight. I'm not on Instagram. I'm only on Maintaining My Crown on Facebook and on my personal Facebook page. I have to get myself a decent stand for my iPad. It's too heavy for the stands that I have, and I have such a problem trying to manage it and get everything right and maintain all three devices. So I just got frustrated a minute ago and I just took Instagram down. Good evening. Drop a comment so I know who's here with me tonight. Everybody say hello. So I'm not going to wait too long. It's 8:03. I'll probably wait like 30 more seconds and then we're going to get started. But like I was saying, last Sunday night we took a break from hair. Good evening on my personal page on Facebook. Last week I hosted a talk on submission in marriage. And I was fortunate enough to have two friends of mine, a married couple that I went to church with for years and years and years. We raised our kids in the same church, and they were nice enough to come on last week and talk to me and give me their viewpoint on submission in marriage. So it was really a great talk. I had a wonderful time doing it. I can't wait until the next talk that I give. I love hair, but I like to mix it up once in a while. The men are not interested in hair, so they never want to tune in. But if I mix it up and talk about some different topics that are relevant to men and women, we can broaden the viewership and just have some really good conversations. And the other nice thing last week that I did was I actually brought them on screen. So I hosted it off of my iPhone and my iPad because they have the icons where people can actually share the screen with you. So I brought them both on, and it was very cool that everybody was able to see them. I could see them, and then we could actually have a real, genuine dialogue. So again, thank you to everybody who tuned in and watched it. It really did well in terms of the views. Hey, Marion, I was just saying thank you so much for joining last week. And let me talk to there. You're up there. Okay, but anyway, thank you so much for being willing to come on last week and talk to me, you and Vaughn. And I enjoyed it so much. And I was thinking about it this week, Marion. I was like, because I said relationships and marriage are really like one of my other passions. And I was thinking, I meant to really kind of invite you guys back, and I will invite you guys back if you're willing to come on again when I come up with another topic pertaining to marriage or the family unit, because we both have kids. So I enjoyed you guys so much. Marion, I'm so glad you loved it. I was really thinking about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really should have extended an invitation for you guys to come back and we can do it again and we can talk about something else, because I thought it was great. I loved it. You were great. Vaughn was great. And I just think the audience loved it. The number of views were really good. So when I come up with another topic pertaining to marriage and raising kids and things like that, I would love to invite you and Vaughn to come back on, or if I want to do something about mothers, if you want to come on and join. Thank you. Marion said anytime. So I welcome it. I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to have to come up with another topic where I can have either you on or you and Vaughn on, and we can do something about marriage, relationships, dating, anything like that, raising kids. Because you know what I did think about, I'm sorry for those of you that are here for hair, But, you know, Marion, I was reading something this week and it kind of sparked something in my head about, do you stay like for the kids? So I'm going to delve into some more marital and relationship topics. And it really would be great to have a married couple on, and we are faith-based. So our values and our morals and standards and everything are the same. We're coming from the same perspective. So that would be awesome. So thank you again, Marion. Thank you for tuning in again. All right. So everybody, I'm back with hair this week. For those of you that are new to Maintaining My Crown, my name is Allison. I've been doing this for just about a year. And I went natural, and this is really just my passion. This is a lifelong passion. Since I was in high school, I wanted to study hair. I wanted to go to cosmetology school, but I didn't have the opportunity to do it. But I went natural. I big chopped my hair at the end of 2017. And in 2018, right, September was a year. So 2018, I started maintaining my crown on Instagram, and I never really had any dreams of doing this. I never wanted to be on camera because my natural personality, I'm very, very shy. And I came on here in the beginning, I was crying every week. I was like super emotional, but I love hair and I love sharing my journey with you. And I think I kind of have found my niche because I follow a lot of the hair influencers on Instagram, and they are all 23, 24, 25. You know, I think, Cena, Dr. Cummins, thank you. You watching me and 60 Minutes. I'm not mad at it. You can always catch the replay on here. Yeah, so I think my niche is really like the mature woman, right? Because the influencers, like one of them I watched, she just turned 25 like 2 weeks ago. So they're all like 23 to 27. If you can find some that are like hitting 30, that's a lot. And I think I've seen two maybe mother-daughter teams where the mother is our age. We're all pretty much my niche. We're all pretty much in the same age group, and their daughter. So I think there's definitely a market for women in our age group who love hair, or who, you know, for me right now, I'm obsessed with hair loss and menopause and what happens to our hair during menopause. Your hair looks great. Thanks for doing this for us. You are so welcome. And so, doctor, you know, you were with me Friday night and I had brown hair, right? Can you tell? Is the camera picking up that my hair is purple today? So I washed my hair yesterday, you guys. I'm so in love. Let me see. I don't have it out here. I'm so in love with this hair color wax. And I have one called Golden Bars, which is that brown color that you see me with. And then I switched it up yesterday. I washed my hair and I put sangria back, which is kind of like a wine. It has like a little bit of a purplish tint to it this time. I'm not really sure. Actually, you know what? I probably do know why. So I'm going to get right into that. But let me just tell you guys. So the Golden Bars, right? A couple of weeks ago, I tried this hair color wax, and you can't see the purple. Oh my goodness. You know, so I bought myself this ring light, right? Because every week, you know, I'm in here fussing with the lighting, and the light over me went out, and so whatever. So for my pictures, I finally broke down and bought a ring light, but because I don't have all my equipment together, the ring light is really too far back, but it does give a nice light. But anyway, so I have this other little light. Let me see if I shine this. This is really bad, you guys, but can you see the purple hue at all? Anyway, the sangria is back. I'll probably take some more pictures this week with that. I'm kind of bummed, you guys, that you can't see it. Let me turn this out though. I got all these lights going, trying to pick up the right color for you. Anyway, so I started playing with this hair color wax, and I'm sorry you can't see it. Yeah, because this looks kind of black, right? The hair color wax, I love it. And the problem that I had with it was that it was flaking everywhere. Like my shirt would be covered with it, the sink would be covered with it. It kind of was getting into my nails even a little bit. So it kind of unfortunately ruined it for me. As much as I loved it, I thought, you know, I'm not going to be able to do this again, especially the sangria, this reddish, it's supposed to be kind of like a wine color. This was flaking a lot more than the Golden Bars. So my cousin, who's got this sharp, short haircut, tried Golden Bars the week before last. And she put up pictures of herself in it, and it was absolutely stunning on her. So I asked her, I said, is it flaking for you? She said, no, I have zero flaking, no flaking at all. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. What did you do? How did you get this? Like, tell me how you applied it, because I'm doing it and it's everywhere. And one influencer referred to it as pixie dust, because it doesn't flake in your hair. But what it does is it drops fine particles, kind of like, and I described this before, kind of like if you ever work with glitter, any of you that do arts and crafts, and you know that glitter starts to get everywhere. You find specks of glitter everywhere, right? It shows up on your face, it's on your clothes, it's everywhere, it's a mess. That's what this was like. It was just dropping fine particles. Hey, Sheena, fine particles everywhere. And so every time I went to the bathroom, if I just went like this, it was in the sink. I had to scrub my sink literally with cleanser, probably no less than not even 10 times a day. I was scrubbing my sink. It was on my floor. It was everywhere. So anyway, long story short, I asked my cousin, I said, what did you do? How did you get golden bars in your hair and it not flake? So she said she put the hair color wax in, and then she, what's that gel? Eco Styler. She put Eco Styler gel on top of it. So I guess when the gel dried, it locked in the hair color wax, and therefore it didn't flake. So I was so curious because, I'm obsessed with these waxes, and I'm really obsessed with golden bars. I said, you know what? I got to try this myself. I don't use gel, so I don't have gel in the house. I hate gel in my hair. But I said, I think I know what I will do. I will mix it in with my styling products. I use a creamy leave-in conditioner, and then I use a curling cream. So I said, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it in with my curling products and then apply it to my hair. Because when you watch all of the influencers that demo this, they all say, you wet your hair, you put in your leave-in conditioner, and then you apply the wax on top of it, and then you let it air dry, or you use the diffuser. So that's what I did. This time, what I did, because I wore the golden bars all week long, I put the golden bars in, I guess, Sunday, and I washed it out yesterday. And now I have the sangria in. But what I did was I actually put a little bit of the leave-in in my hair, and then I took the hair color wax and I mixed it together in my hands with the wax. So I think this is why this is not really that burgundy-ish color, because it started to kind of change to a little bit more pinkish or purple or whatever, because I put white into the sangria, mixed it, and then applied it. Now, I will say the golden bars did not flake this week. Minimal. If I saw golden bars flaking in my sink twice the whole week, and I'm telling you, I put it in Sunday, I believe, and I took it out yesterday, Saturday, so I wore it the whole week. It didn't flake. I didn't see it on my shirts at all. So I had no complaints about it. So I wanted to try the sangria because the sangria flaked more than the golden bars the first time I used it. So I said, let me see if I use the same method of mixing the wax in my hand first and then applying it, will it flake? So this is, I unfortunately have to say, the sangria is flaking. But it is nowhere near, it's less than half of what it was flaking before when I just applied it as the top layer and let it dry. So I wish I could say it's not flaking at all, but it's considerably better than applying it as the last layer and then letting it dry. So will I continue to use it? Definitely, I'm going to continue to use the golden bars. And the sangria, I like it. I probably will use it. I still have enough in my jar to use at least 2 or 3 more times. I didn't have to use that much. And my hair is thoroughly colored, this time. So it actually is lasting a lot longer than I thought. You just kind of don't really want to deal with the flaking, or if you were going to wear a white shirt, you'd have to think twice about it. You definitely couldn't wear a light color if you don't have the flaking under control. So that's all I have to say about that. But, for me, the golden bars is actually my favorite of the 2 colors. So I'm happy that the golden bars didn't seem to flake once I mixed it in with the hair products and left it alone. So you'll see me back with the brown hair quite often because I really do like it. Unless I see a change to the texture of my hair, because one girl did warn about that. You know, she suspected that using it too often changes your curl pattern. So, if I see a change to my curl pattern, I'll lighten up. But other than that, probably 1 week a month, I'll wear the brown hair because I love it and I think it photographs well. All right. So, what are we talking about tonight? So, Cena, and Sheena, did you guys get to see last week's episode? Submission and Marriage. Did you guys enjoy that? I did. I really did. I spoke about it in the beginning, so I'm not going to go back over it, but I enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to the next talk that I do. All right. So, believe it or not, guess what? I didn't buy any new hair products this week. I started to. I put them in my cart. I was shopping JC Penney. JC Penney had another sale, and they had, I'm kind of hooked on this Design Essentials line now. I really love it. I washed my hair yesterday. Now, I've been washing my hair for weeks now with this shampoo, and I have not had to use much. And I'm mixing these two, and a little goes a long way. I washed it yesterday. It's incredible. I love this Design Essentials. I forgot, you guys, though, that I bought the conditioner. So I haven't used the conditioner yet. So I'm going to have to remember to try that out next week. So I was shopping in JCPenney, online for JCPenney. They had another sale. And, I shop with Rakuten so that you get the cash back. So anybody if you guys are online shopping and you have not signed up with Rakuten, hit me up so that I can send you my link. You can get $10. I don't know, $25 or something like that when you spend $25. Anyway, it's great. I think I have gotten over $100 cash back already. And I don't know if I hit my 1 year anniversary. November or December might be my 1 year anniversary mark. And I've already gotten over $100 cash back. The checks come every quarter. So it's awesome, All right, so I didn't buy any new hair products this week. So I saw this kit. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place tonight. I saw this kit on JCPenney for Design Essentials. It had 4 different products in it, and it was a great price. I think it was like $17, and it's in their avocado line, which I have not tried. So I put it in the cart, and then I really had to check myself. I said, Allison, do you really need this? Because, I have this rack of products. My bathroom floor is full of products. Like, I really have to go buy a second rack. And then underneath my sink is full of products. So, I was like, this is really like ridiculous. You need to use what you have. So I took the stuff out of my car. So I was proud because I think that's the first time I've ever done that. Usually I just buy it. All right. So I showed this to you 2 weeks ago. My niece gave this to me, Dark and Lovely Sulfate-Free Cleansing Shampoo Oil. This is coconut and moringa oils. I did use this for one of my washes yesterday. I just wanted to test this out. I like the way this smells. This has a soft, fruity smell. It's kind of like it hits you after the fact, but this is pleasant. I really like this. So when I washed my hair first yesterday with this initially to wash the golden bars out before I gave myself a mask. And my feedback on this. My hair felt like super duper clean, like a little bit stripped. Like as soon as I washed this out, I felt like I wanted to put a conditioner right in it. It just, some shampoos leave you feeling kind of moisturized if it has a good slip. Everything was great about this. It smells good. It shampooed well. It washed the color out. I didn't struggle. Like I said, the only thing is when it was done, it felt squeaky clean. So, I'm going to use it. No complaints there. And then I wanted to show you guys, for those of you that were with me when I was doing the challenge, the Dr. Axe challenge, where you had to drink a cup of aloe vera juice a day, and along with some other things. I found this, and you guys, I was telling you, I get my aloe vera juice out of Walmart. And I think I told you that I found this wild berry aloe vera juice. So I picked this up today because what I had been doing was I was mixing the regular, the plain aloe vera juice. I'm not crazy about the taste, and mixing it with grape juice. So I was able to find, unfortunately, not the big container of it, but a small container of the wild berry. And I'll drink this and just put like a little bit of, because I just enjoy it, a little bit of grape juice in it. But, this is supposed to be healthy for you, really good for digestive issues, aloe vera juice. All right. So anybody who is drinking the aloe vera juice or thinking about trying it, you might want to start with the wild berry. It's a better taste than the plain aloe vera juice. All right. So I wanted to show that to you because I ran out and picked that up this morning. I was on my last container of aloe vera juice. So anybody have any, let's see, I'm going to stop and try to check for comments tonight. And thank you, Doctor, for the compliment. All right, so this week, you guys know every week I try to study. I go online. I try to watch videos. I try to find articles of things that I can come online and share with you. So because, and you guys know I'm 100% transparent about all my hair struggles. One of my problems with the whole influencer industry is that you see, just like social media, right? Everybody posts their highlights. You post your good pictures, you post your great events, you post the parties, but you don't post your setbacks and your struggles and your fights and your disappointments and, when you're pulling your hair out and you're crying. So that's really kind of my thing. I feel a lot of times with the influencers, and it can be I don't want to say depressing, but it can make you feel like everybody else is thriving in their hair journey and you might not be. And I want to be very transparent with you guys and share my struggles and share my mistakes and share my setbacks. And so I had said to you guys a couple of months ago, as frustrating as the setbacks that I've had with my hair, and because my growth, my hair should be, and I'm watching the influencers who went natural the same time I did. Their hair is down here and my hair is up here because I've been cutting it for months now, trying to get rid of it. And it's more than just the ends. It was a change in the texture. I thought it was the ends, and I kept trying to cut it, and it's getting shorter. But something went terribly wrong with the texture. But I have to say, yesterday when I did my hair, I gave myself, you guys know I started doing the Ayurvedic herbs, the amla powder, fenugreek, ashwagandha. And yesterday I finally incorporated henna into my routine. So henna, when you hear the word henna, right, you automatically think of dyeing your hair, which that is what henna is known for. But they do have what they call a neutral henna powder that you can use for your hair that will nourish your hair without changing the color, without dyeing it. So I gave myself another treatment yesterday. I used amla, fenugreek. I love the fenugreek because the fenugreek has a nice slip to it. Henna. And then I did something totally different that I've never done before. I mixed up an avocado in the blender with my aloe vera leaf. I keep the aloe vera leaf on hand and I put it in the blender. I strain it. Then I threw an avocado in the blender and then I mixed it all together and gave myself one mask. Initially, what I had intended to do was to give myself the avocado and aloe vera treatment first and let that sit and then do the powders. But I was like, that really doesn't make sense, right? Like, just throw it all together and see how that comes out, and it would save me a lot of time because I was going out to dinner last night. So I just put it all together and put it in one mask and then put it on my hair, and I left it on for about 2 hours and washed it out. So I have to say, I am definitely seeing a change in the texture of my hair since using all of these Ayurvedic herbs. It looks much nicer, you guys. When I wash my hair and I come up out of the sink with no product in it, other than this little patch right here, and I think this texture changed from coloring it so much, it's nice. You almost can't tell I don't have product in it. It's curling up again. It's wavy again. It looks I'm not going to say shiny, but it looks healthy. So I do think that the herbs are really restoring my hair, excuse me, and I'm able to nurse it back to health. So I'm not going to use the henna again. I just finished watching some more videos and reading some more articles, and they were saying give yourself like a 3-week break with the henna treatments. Don't do it, back to back. I'm doing my treatments every week. So I won't put the henna in next week. And I probably won't put any powders in. I probably will just do an avocado and aloe vera and Jamaican black castor oil treatment, or aloe vera and Jamaican black castor oil, and sleep with it. Because I haven't done that in a while. And I really kind of think that that was key in my tremendous hair growth in 2018. So I really feel like I want to do that. I want to give myself a treatment that I can sleep with and leave overnight, for a good 12 hours in my hair. So next week might be my break. And the interesting thing was today when I was watching the videos about the Ayurvedic herbs on YouTube, I went through the comments, and there was a woman who said that for her, she found that the amla powder has decreased her graying, which I can't say that I've seen that. And I'll tell you, because when I washed that Golden Bars out this weekend, I was floored at this whole section here, how gray it has gotten. So I cannot say that I've seen that, but I will now that she made mention of it. I'm going to keep an eye on it and see whether or not I myself feel like my graying has slowed down. Right now, no, because all over here is gray. Like my whole hairline is gray all around my temples. They're very, very gray. So I can't say that that's my experience, but if that's the long-term benefit, I'm with it, right? I'm here for that. So I think I've been using the Ayurvedic herbs for about three months now. So, I'm going to give it another 3 months before I can really judge and see if it starts to grow in, see if it starts to thicken. But I can say that I feel like the texture is finally coming around. And Sheena, I'm telling you, the breakage has really not subsided 100%. You're never going to, not get any kind of comb out or breakage. But it's, I don't know, a quarter, less than, it's decreased drastically. I can't complain. I can't even say my hair is breaking anymore. So, and I think I said to you, it was the fenugreek, Sheena. So if you haven't tried the fenugreek, if you're still having a problem with the breakage, I would definitely give it a shot. All right. So what else was I looking at this week for myself and for you ladies, anybody else that is having a struggle? Ginger. Now, I came across this about 2 weeks ago, but I really didn't have time to dig into it and really do my homework for you. Neighbor, hey, you see the juicy curls popping? Thank you. I did my hair yesterday. So it's actually a little tight. It's kind of fresh. So I don't know. I might put a little oil in it on my scalp and see if I can rock the big kind of poofy fro. So anyway, let me just lift this up. I'm still trying to fill in these spots where my hair has thinned. And then if you see this, you can see that this right here is, thank you, neighbor, is receding. It's really, really thinning out. So I'm very concerned about that. So I am researching again some natural things that I can do to fill in these thin spots. And then, if I can get it to work for me, then I'm confident to recommend it to you. But I'm going to share with you what it is that I'm going to start doing. So I came across this video or an article, I don't know, whatever it was first, talking about using ginger for hair loss. And I think it was a video, because I remember them saying, if you stick with it, I think they said give it 3 months, use it consistently for 3 months, and you should start to see the baby hair come back in. Now, I have ginger in my house constantly. Like I said, I keep ginger in a pitcher of water, and I have ginger tea every day. So I constantly have fresh ginger root in the house. So I said, this is right up my alley. So let me just give you a couple of things, a couple of ways that they said to use it and, rub it on your scalp. You're late. Hey, no problem. You can catch the replay. All right. So ginger for hair loss as a treatment. Here's one recipe. Mix 2 tablespoons of grated ginger with 3 tablespoons of olive oil or sesame oil. Squeeze a tad bit of lemon juice in it. Rub it on your scalp. Leave for 30 minutes. Now, I will tell you, I'm not putting lemon juice in anything. I'm not. Lemon juice, and it's not summertime, but lemon juice will lighten the color of your hair. And I just don't want to strip my hair. I don't want anything to go wrong. So for me, I won't be using lemon juice. So I'm going to be transparent. Then I found a recipe for just a basic massage oil. It said mix equal parts of ginger root juice with jojoba, avocado, or olive oil. Massage it just a tad bit on your scalp nightly. And I think that article said like in 2 weeks you should start to see results. I don't know. I don't know of anything that kind of gives you results that quickly, although the fenugreek Sheena actually did. Okay, for hair growth, they said a tablespoon of grated ginger, like the metal grater. That's how I watched the video. They grated it on a grater with a tablespoon of jojoba oil. Massage that into your scalp, leave it on for 30 minutes, and then wash your hair out. And then another one said to pretty much do the same thing. You take the ginger, whether you put it in a blender and then strain it and get the juice, or whether you want to grate it by hand and then mash it kind of like through a strainer and get the juice, mix it with some coconut oil. Pretty much, I think it's kind of like a standard 1-to-1 ratio. Rub that on your scalp, leave it. Everybody was consistent with like leave it on for 30 minutes and then wash your hair. So I'm going to try it. And because ginger, ginger is kind of strong. So I'm a little afraid of, here we go. I'm a little bit afraid of it. So I don't know if I'm going to start it out with the ginger for 30 minutes. I kind of feel like it's like the pepper. If anybody has used the peppermint oil where you can feel the tingling on your scalp, ginger is so strong. I don't know that I want to leave that on my scalp for the first time I try it for 30 minutes. And I'm also going to patch test it, just in case my scalp does not like it. I probably will pick a side. This is my better side. This side tends to respond a little bit better. So I probably will put a little bit here and try it. And then if it seems to work, if it doesn't sting, if there's no irritation, I'll, try it probably from here to here. And then it's thinning right here at the crown. So I probably will massage it in the crown and watch it, like they said, for 3 months and see how it goes. And if it works, then, I'm going to definitely be here for those of you who are struggling with any sort of thinning or, like for me, these bald spots. I'll have a remedy that I tried myself and I can say worked. All right. So any questions? No? All right. So let me keep going. So, I'm on this whole hair loss and menopause kick right now. I don't know whether my hair loss is just age, menopause, genetics, whatever, but I'm treating it. I'm going down the menopause road. So I was watching. Now there's a lady out of Atlanta. Her page is called Ask Debbie. I think Ask Debbie Williams, something like that. So I was watching her video. She has a video on hair loss and menopause, and she operates a hair clinic in Atlanta. So she was saying, this was interesting. She was saying a lot of times that we women blame our hair loss on menopause. And she said it's actually not menopause. Her video and her theory is that it is trace minerals that we are deficient in. And in particular, 3 trace minerals, she said, will mimic the symptoms of menopause and hair loss during menopause. So let me tell you what she said. So the number 1 trace mineral, she said a lot of times that we're lacking and we call it menopause, but it's not menopause and they're not menopause symptoms. They're deficiencies in these minerals was boron. Now, whoever hears anybody talk about boron, right? I don't. So she said it plays a big part in hair loss. And foods, she gave you some examples. And then I also just Googled it myself today during my research of foods that we could eat that would increase our boron intake. So let me just give you a couple. Apples, I like apples. Avocados, I eat an avocado pretty much one a day. Red grapes, onions, oranges, and then I think the number one food that she recommended, I remember very clearly her saying this were raisins. Okay, so that's the first trace mineral. The second one she said will also, if you're deficient in it, will impact your hair, was copper. So I did a little bit of research on copper, and they said the lack of copper could potentially lead to premature graying. Okay, yes, I need the name of the powder again. I have hair shedding and dryness. Fenugreek powder. I'll post it for you, Sheena. You know, and I think I'm going to, sorry, just to digress for 1 second, I'm just keeping up with her comment. I think I'm actually going to even try the fenugreek seeds. Like a lot of the people that I see using fenugreek, they buy the seeds and you soak the seeds in either like a hot oil or hot water. And they leave it overnight and then take the seeds out, use the water and mix other things in it. Can you please put a link to purchase the fenugreek? And you spelled it right in the comments after you were done. Absolutely. And you know, so Amazon is full of different types of fenugreek or different brands. I just picked one. I just picked an organic, and I should have brought it out here with me. I just picked a brand. I didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of looked at the reviews, looked at what people say, and the ones that I buy are really for consumption, and I use them for my hair. Now, there are people, there's a page, and I'll put it in the comments too when I'm done. There's a hair clinic in Maryland who specializes in all of these Ayurvedic treatments, and she specializes in coloring people, you know, women's hair with henna and things like that. And she has a whole line of these Ayurvedic herbs that she sells. Henna Sook, I think is the name of the page, but I'll put it in the comments for you guys. But anyway, back to me. I just went on Amazon. Honestly, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was looking for. I just looked for fenugreek powder. I found something that said organic. The price was reasonable, and I bought it. That's how I did it. That's how I bought all of my herbs. I didn't know anything about them. Everything I think that I bought is really for internal consumption, except the henna. But everything else you can take, the moringa, the fenugreek, the ashwagandha. The ashwagandha, I did a little bit more research on that this week too, because I'm using it every week, and I couldn't remember what it was really good for. But in terms of if you take it internally, they were saying it's beneficial for your hair if you are under stress, because it's supposed to kind of like relieve your stress symptoms, which, you know, if you are stressed out for a long period of time, stress will cause your hair to come out. So they were saying if you drink the ashwagandha, you can mix it in smoothies and liquids and things like that. If you drink it, it kind of calms you down, which in turn should help ease and kind of like cause your hair shedding and the fallout to subside. So I'm not going to drink it. I tried a couple of those powders and they were not tasty at all. So I'm going to just stick with the topical application. I keep saying I'm going to drink them, but I tried it and I can't get it down. How do you prepare avocados? You don't like the taste. When I eat the avocados, I sometimes just dice them and I'll put them in a salad, or I will, hey Maria, I will mash my avocados, kind of like if you were going to make a guacamole. I mash my avocados and I'm very simple. I don't even go through all of that. I have a little kosher salt or a little sea salt. I mash it up. You put a little dab of a couple of drops of lime juice in there because it keeps the avocado from browning after it's exposed to the air. And I eat it like that. And I even will use that as a salad dressing. And so while I'm on the avocado, sorry you guys, but I'm just going to finish this train of thought. The avocados, you guys know I make an avocado mask for my hair, right? And a couple of months ago, I found out that agave is good for your hair in addition to honey. So when I was making my avocado mask, remember you guys, in the very beginning, when I first came on Facebook Live and I was doing these demos and making the masks, my friend Barbara asked me, had I ever used mayonnaise in my hair? And I said no, because I don't like, when you wash mayonnaise in the sink, to me, it kind of clumps and it looks gross. So I said I didn't want to put it in my hair because I thought rinsing it out, it would look, kind of clumpy and gross. But what I did was I put like a tablespoon of mayonnaise in the blender with the avocado. Hey, Erica. And some olive oil, grapeseed oil, and avocado oil. And then I started to put the agave in there when I heard that the agave was good for your hair. And I tasted it and it was delicious. So now if I run, like last week, I think I ran out of salad dressing. So that's what I did. I took my avocado, a little bit of mayonnaise, some agave, some salt, and like a little bit of olive oil or grapeseed oil, put it in the blender, made a dressing, and used that on my salad. So the same mask that I use in my hair, I actually use as a salad dressing, and it is delicious. Okay. So back to what I was saying. Thank you guys for hanging with me. All right. So I think I was on copper, right? Okay. So the lack of copper, if you don't have enough copper in your system, it says it could lead to premature graying. And it's beneficial because it helps by stimulating the capillaries under the scalp. So how can you increase your copper consumption via food, right? Shellfish, and in particular oysters, seeds, nuts, whole grains. And here's the other thing about copper. I don't know if any of you knew this. It says that copper plays an important role in melanin formation, which is why if you are deficient in copper, your hair will go gray early, prematurely. All right. And then the third mineral, if you are deficient in, can cause you to have hair fall and hair shedding. And again, this is all goes under her video on hair loss during menopause. Zinc. So I personally am taking, I told you guys last week when I was talking about what I'm doing to boost my immune system or get my body ready for the winter as we go into the second round of this virus. One of the things the doctors are talking about taking in terms of supplementation, vitamin C, zinc, and D3. So I found some zinc, you call them lozenges. I'm taking zinc every day that way. So, hopefully I am not deficient, but let me just say this to you guys, back to the supplements. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware, Black people, African Americans, Black, however you choose to be called, we tend to be very deficient. We have low vitamin D naturally, right? So if we're not out in the sun, if we're not taking supplements, if we're not working on it, we tend to be very deficient. So according to one of the doctor's websites that I saw last week, our numbers, if you get your D3 tested, if you have the blood work done on it, they'll tell you what the number is. We should be somewhere in a normal range you want to be between 50 and 80. Now, African Americans, a lot of us, we tend to be in single digits, which is awful. That's not even considered deficient. Like I'm at 29. To just be honest, and I'm only at 29, and that is taking supplements every day. I started at 21 about 3 months ago, right? And I'm nowhere even close to the 50. And because we're in this pandemic, doctors are saying we really want to be at that 80 mark. I'm taking right now. I just upped it to 7,000 IUs. Now I'm not telling anybody to do this. I'm telling you what Allison is doing because Allison is very deficient in vitamin D3. I had to up it to about 7 because I'm trying to get to 50 quickly. And I had been taking 1,000 IUs of vitamin D3 and I was at 21. Now I was probably taking more than 1,000 because it comes in different supplements. Like I have bone health supplements, and there's vitamin D in it, and then I have a vitamin D3 capsule that I take. So honestly, I was probably taking, maybe 3,000 IUs a day of vitamin D3, and I was only at 21. So my doctor told me to increase it, and I'm only at 29. And so I got to get to 80. So I happened to bought some D3 capsules that are 7,000 IUs. So I'm now taking those. I'll take those for about 2 weeks and then drop back down. But, for us, we Black people, we have to work hard to get our vitamin D3 up, and vitamin D3 is crucial. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I think you're starting to hear more and more doctors talk about the importance of vitamin D3 and knowing your levels and getting them up to where they need to be, because they're finding that people have worse symptoms with COVID-19 if you are vitamin D3 deficient. So I just want to let you guys know, it's a process. It builds up in your body. So you don't just have, you can't just take it one time or for 1 week and think you're going to get your levels where you need to be. You need to be doing it consistently. You need to take it every day, and you need to, get your blood work done from your doctor, and then find a dose that will get you to we want to at least be at that 50 mark, according to this doctor's website. So I've got a long way to go. But, when I was saying that, I heard a doctor saying that a lot of Black people were in single digits. I can tell you that's true for myself, because a couple of years ago, I got my blood work done. And when I went to my doctor to get the results, and he picked up the paper and he looked at it, he goes, "Oh my gosh." And I said, "What's the problem?" He goes, "You have no vitamin D3. I was at 6. If you're supposed to be at 80, how the heck am I at 6? So I just say, I bear witness with the doctor saying a lot of Black people, like, we are in single digits with our vitamin D3, and we really have to pay attention to it to get that up. So that is my extra tip for you guys for the week. If you guys don't have any questions about hair, I'm done. I just wanted to share with you this, the fact that I found that ginger should help with thinning, and they've said it really does fill in bald spots. So I'm going to, give it a go and see what happens. And then share those 3 trace minerals with you. Now, if you have a good multivitamin, I have to assume that those minerals are in the vitamins. I don't have a good multi at the moment. I'm taking specific supplements like a vitamin D3 supplement, vitamin C, like all of mine are individual bottles. I don't have one like woman's supplement or something like that. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. And then what do I owe you guys? I got to give you the link for the fenugreek, right? That's what you guys asked for. Lord, I'll have to go back. I'll read the comments and then figure out what I owe you. But anyway, that's it for me. I'm not going to ramble. It's 8:50. I have some things that I want to do tonight. Everybody have a great week, and drop some comments. If you saw last week's episode, Submission in Marriage, leave me some comments under the video and let me know what you thought about it. And if you have any ideas for topics that I can talk about in the future, whether it's hair or anything else, let me know. Because I think maybe like one Sunday a month, maybe, I don't know, the last Sunday of the month or something like that. I'll try to make it consistent so everybody will know. I'll do 3 weeks of hair, 1 week of something else. So I got myself this ring light, and the ring light actually holds 3 like little phones. So I am waiting for this new iPhone 12 to come out. And as soon as I can, I'm getting like the Max, the Pro, because I need the big one, and I need a good camera to do this. And I'm going to start my YouTube channel. So when it comes out, I'll actually be able to take my iPhone, both my iPhones. I'm going to keep this iPhone that I have and the new iPhone and put them inside the ring light. They sit in the ring light, and hopefully I'll get the lighting right, and you'll be able to see like the different colors in my hair and the curls. It's all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to step my game up, you guys, as we go into 2021, get my lighting right for you. And then I think I'm going to order myself a backdrop. So just like a plain curtain, or, like how you go when you go get your pictures taken by the photographers, they have the drop. I think I'm going to order myself a drop or some different colors so I can change it up. But I'm going to try to step my game up for 2021. That's the goal, right? After doing this for a year, I got to, step it up a little bit. So I am going to try and do that. So anyway, you guys have a good night. Leave some comments, you guys. Don't forget to click the heart for me. I don't know. Facebook is kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on with these algorithms. They're not and I keep hearing more and more people talk about their videos and their material is not being pushed out. I'm watching the numbers. The numbers just don't make sense. So I don't know. I'm feeling like either Facebook has some serious bugs, which I am seeing them, or they're just not pushing out the content anymore like they used to. But anyway, please help me out. Click the heart. It helps for the algorithm. Leave some comments and let me know what you think. If there's any questions you have pertaining to hair, anything you want me to research this week, please let me know. And if there are any topics outside of hair that you want me to cover, let me know, because I'm going to try to do a line up my topics in advance so I can start researching them. If there's anything that I don't, know off the top of my head, I can sit down and do my research before I come on and have some talks. And one of the other things I'm thinking about, I'm trying to find some people, some professionals that might want to come on with me. A couple of months ago, before the whole pandemic hit, I was supposed to do the makeover with Edna. And it was supposed to come over, right? We were supposed to do girls' night. She'd make me over. And then the pandemic hit and that went out the window. So I'm thinking I'm going to check in with her. Maybe she wants to do, come on Facebook Live with me. And instead of actually being able to make me up, she could just talk to you guys about makeup. And, anybody who's interested in makeup, you can ask your questions. But I have some people in my mind. I'm trying to line up some professionals, some hair professionals and things like that might be able to come on and share their knowledge of hair. I'm not certified. I just do this because this is a passion. But to find some license, and Edna actually is a licensed cosmetologist, so she could speak to the hair and the makeup. That might be awesome. So I'll see if she wants to come on Facebook Live with me, and then we can have some professionals who can answer our questions. All right. I think that would be fun, educational, until I can get myself into school and get licensed, and then answer the questions that way. All right. Hey, Nisi. All right. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful week. I'll be back next Sunday night. We'll talk about hair. I have no idea what we're going to talk about yet, but I'm always watching videos. So I'll find something for us to talk about. And I probably 2 weeks in a row of me not buying products is rare. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if I break down and buy some products. I didn't go in the beauty supply store, so I don't know. But anyway, Nisi, my hair is back to the sangria. I know unfortunately the light isn't picking it up, but I went sangria again after being brown all week. I put the red back in. So anyway, and you want to see something funny? You guys, I always say we're going to go and then I ramble for like 20 more minutes. My hair did not have a part in it today. But before I started, it actually was like this floppy hairstyle. But I always come out here, right? And I start Facebook, live and everything. Not live where you can see it, but I test it out to check out the light and check out my hair. And it looked crazy. And so I was like, oh God, I can't go on camera like that. So I was like, you better figure out what you're going to do with it. So I just kind of like swooped it to the side. So I didn't look so crazy. But you'll probably see me this week with an afro. I'm going to put some oil on my scalp and then just kind of like let it blow up and then take my pictures. All right. So now that's enough ramp. This camera is crazy. So that's enough rambling. Anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you next Sunday. I'll go back right after this and answer all your questions in the comments. All right. Have a good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining. Don't forget to click like or click the heart. All right. Bye.